Good morning, dear children. Welcome to science class. In last class, we have discussed about the introduction about the motion and time. Motion is related to observer. So, motion is nothing moving an object from one place to another place is called as motion. In this class, we will learn about uniform and non-uniform motion. What we learn? We learn about uniform and non-uniform motion. Let us move into the class. Okay, here you can say a body is said to be in motion if its position keeps on changing with time with respect to the observer. But in our daily life, we experience certain motion on which the object change in position of objects remains the same for time intervals. In some other motion, the change in position of an object will not be same for a given time interval. So dear children, here from this para what we learn is we will be experiencing different activities like running, playing, bayou and vehicles moving. Are all they will be taking same time in order to move and do the activities? No. As well as to the observer and to the time. Motion is related to observer and it depends upon the time. So some objects will be moving constantly with the time will be same, but some the time changes. Isn't it or not? All the activities won't take the same time. The time interval changes. Let us see examples. Imagine the movement of hands in a wall clock and the movement of butterfly in garden. Let us take the two examples. The first example here, hands in a wall clock and second butterfly. When we observe her hands in the clock, you can see here for every hour how many minutes it takes. It takes 60 minutes. For 1 minute, how many seconds? For 1 minute it takes 60 seconds. So here like this means here it continuously here what happens, the time interval will be same. But for the butterfly, the time interval will be different. Depends upon the they suck. Okay, they will be on the tree or in order to suck the honey. So here what happens? It will be different time intervals. Means here it takes constant time, but it here different time. So like this, when we see the observation of an time will be different in your activities. Next, what difference do you find in the movement of hands of the clock and the body of butterfly? In which case it change the position time constant. In which state time is constant in wall clock. We observe that in the case of the wall clock, change in position of minute hand is for every minute. How do we know the measure the angle between two positions? The minute hand is the away. But in the butterfly, the change in position constant while it's flying from one flower another in the garden. So here the position changes by butterfly, the time is different. But here what happens? The time is same. Okay, and the position is, and means it will be turning round like this. Okay, in some activity it is the same, but in some it is different. Observing time and distance values. Now let us see the time and distance values. Here the two cars are there. Car A, time seconds and distance. Initial means starting position, the time is 0 and distance is 0. Okay, it starts. Okay, the time starts 10 seconds. Okay, how many meters it went? 150. And another 10 seconds 300. Another 10 seconds 450. Another 10 seconds 600. So here when we observe the time intervals between 1 and 2 is how many? 10. 10 to 20, 10. 20 to 30, 10. 30 to 40, 10. And the meters difference is 150 to 300, 150. 300 to 450, 150. 450 to 600, 150. Okay, this here the time intervals and the distance is same. Now the car B, time 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. Here the time intervals is same, but the distance for the 0 and the 10 seconds 50 meters and 20 seconds 90 means here it is not equal. 90 to 180 and 180 to 230. Here that distance is not equal. So from this table what can we conclude is here time and distance are equal, but from car B there is a variation. Time is same but the distance is different in the each case. Like this, the time and the distance is same, we call it as an uniform motion. The time is same and distance is different, we call it as a non-uniform motion. Okay, now let us see correct definitions. If a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, it is said to be in యూనిఫామ్ మోషన్స్. మీన్స్ ఏంటమ్మా ఇక్కడ డిస్టెన్స్ టైం రెండు కూడా ఈక్వల్గా ఉన్నట్లయితే దాన్ని ఏమని పిలుస్తాము? యూనిఫామ్ మోషన్. If a body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time, it is said to be non-uniform motion. Means unequal distance. Example, you can take table car B. Okay, this is non-uniform motion. Okay children, I hope you understood today's class. Write 2 definitions in the notebook and draw these 2 tables. Thank you.